Welcome back, everyone. In today's exciting video, we're counting down the top 5 most valuable United Kingdom half-crown coins that collectors are always searching for. Some of these historic coins are worth only a few dollars in heavily circulated condition, while rare dates, special mint varieties, proof strikes, and high-grade examples have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. If you have an old British half-crown tucked away in a coin album, inherited collection, or forgotten coin jar, you might be surprised by its potential value. Let's get started. First up, the fascinating United Kingdom half-crown 1963 in circulated condition. At first glance, this old British coin may appear to be just another piece of pocket change from the past. However, many collectors are curious about whether a worn 1963 half-crown has any significant value and if it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. In this video, we'll explore the history of the coin, its unique design, how rare it really is, its collector demand even in damaged condition, and its current market value in US dollars. So stay with us until the end because you might discover that the half-crown sitting in your collection is worth more than you think. The United Kingdom half-crown was one of Britain's most popular circulating coins for generations. Worth 2 shillings and 6 pence, it represented 1/8 of a pound before the United Kingdom switched to decimal currency in 1971. The 1963 half-crown was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and was one of the final half-crowns produced for circulation before the denomination was discontinued. By this time, the coin was struck in copper nickel, replacing the earlier silver composition that had been used decades before. Millions of these coins entered circulation across the United Kingdom, making them familiar to nearly every British family of the era. The obverse of the 1963 half-crown features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. Around the portrait is the Latin inscription identifying the Queen. The reverse displays the beautifully detailed royal coat of arms designed by Edgar Fuller and Cecil Thomas, crowned and surrounded by the denomination half-crown, and the date 1963. The coin measures approximately 32 millimeters in diameter and weighs 14.14 grams. Its large size and intricate artwork make it a favorite among collectors of British coinage. Although the 1963 half-crown is historically interesting, it is not considered a rare date. Tens of millions were struck, and many examples still survive today. In circulated or damaged condition, including coins with scratches, heavy wear, discoloration, or cleaning marks, collector demand is generally modest. Most buyers purchase these coins as affordable historical collectibles rather than rare investment pieces. However, there are exceptions. Coins with unusual minting errors, dramatic off-center strikes, double strikes, or other verified mint mistakes can attract much stronger interest from collectors and may sell for substantially higher prices. In addition, coins preserved in exceptional condition with original mint luster are much scarcer and command significant premiums compared with heavily circulated examples. For a typical 1963 United Kingdom half-crown in circulated condition, the current market value is generally between $26,000 and $1,400, depending on its level of wear and overall eye appeal. Coins in heavily damaged condition often sell for around $31,000 to $2,100. Examples in very fine or extremely fine condition may sell for approximately $5 to $15 US. Brilliant uncirculated pieces can bring $20 to $50 US, while superb certified examples with top grades from professional grading services have sold at auction for $100 US or more. If the coin has a genuine mint error or an unusually high certified grade, auction prices can exceed these estimates. Although such pieces are relatively uncommon. If you own a 1963 half-crown, avoid cleaning or polishing it, as this can reduce its collector value. Handle the coin only by its edges and store it in a protective holder or coin flip to prevent additional wear. Examine the coin carefully for unusual mint errors, strong details, and original surfaces, as these characteristics can significantly influence its value. If you believe your coin is in exceptional condition or has a possible mint error, consider having it authenticated and graded by a reputable professional grading service before offering it for sale. The 1963 United Kingdom half-crown may not be one of Britain's rarest coins, but it remains an important piece of British numismatic history. In circulated condition, most examples are affordable collectibles worth only a few dollars. Nevertheless, exceptional uncirculated coins, certified high-grade specimens, and genuine mint errors can achieve much higher auction prices. Whether you're an experienced collector or someone who recently found an old half-crown in a drawer or inherited collection, it's always worth taking a closer look. You never know when a seemingly ordinary coin could turn out to be an extraordinary collectible. Next up, the 1956 United Kingdom half-crown, a classic British coin that continues to attract collectors from around the world. Many people discover these coins tucked away in old collections, inherited boxes, or forgotten drawers and immediately wonder if they have found something valuable. But what happens if the coin has a rusty-looking appearance, heavy toning, stains, or significant wear? Can it still be worth money? In today's video, we'll explore the history of the 1956 half-crown, its unique features, collector demand, rarity and damaged condition, current auction values in US dollars, and useful tips for anyone who owns one of these historic British coins. The United Kingdom half-crown was one of Britain's most recognizable pre-decimal coins. The denomination was equal to 2 shillings and 6 pence, or 1/8 of a pound sterling. The 1956 half-crown was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, only a few years after her coronation. These coins circulated widely throughout the United Kingdom and were commonly used in everyday commerce. They were struck at the Royal Mint and produced in large numbers to meet the needs of the British economy. Although millions were minted, they remain historically important because they represent the early years of Queen Elizabeth II's long reign. Today, they are collected by both British coin enthusiasts and international collectors who appreciate classic Commonwealth coinage. The obverse of the 1956 half-crown features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. Around the portrait is the Latin inscription identifying Elizabeth as Queen by the grace of God and Defender of the Faith. The reverse displays the beautifully designed royal shield surrounded by a decorative garter, topped by the royal crown. This elegant design was created by Edgar Fuller and Cecil Thomas and remains one of the most admired British coin designs of the 20th century. The coin measures approximately 32.3 millimeters in diameter, weighs 14.14 grams, and was struck in cupronickel, meaning true rust does not normally form on the metal. If a coin appears rusty, the discoloration is usually caused by dirt, corrosion from environmental exposure, or other surface contamination rather than actual iron rust. The 1956 half-crown is generally considered a common-date coin because millions were produced for circulation. In heavily worn, stained, corroded, or rusty-looking condition, it is not considered rare. Most collectors prefer coins with original surfaces, strong detail, and minimal damage. Rust-like stains, scratches, cleaning marks, or corrosion can significantly reduce collector interest and value. However, even damaged examples still appeal to beginning collectors, people assembling complete half-crown date sets, and history enthusiasts looking for affordable vintage British coins. If a rusty-looking coin still retains readable dates and attractive details, it may sell more easily than one with severe corrosion or extensive damage. Market prices for the 1956 United Kingdom half-crown vary depending on condition, eye appeal, and whether the coin has been professionally graded. A heavily circulated coin with rusty-looking stains or environmental damage typically sells for around $1 to $5. Coins with moderate wear but better overall appearance often bring $5 to $12. Attractive circulated examples with minimal problems may sell between $15 and $30. Brilliant uncirculated coins can reach $40 to $80, while exceptional certified mint state examples with outstanding preservation have occasionally sold at auction for $100 to over $250, depending on grade, certification, and collector demand. These values are approximate and can change as the coin market fluctuates. If you own a 1956 half-crown, avoid cleaning or polishing it, even if it has dark stains or a rusty appearance. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and lower its value. Instead, store the coin in a protective holder or archival quality coin flip to prevent further deterioration. Compare your coin with certified examples to evaluate its condition accurately. If you believe your coin has unusually sharp details or exceptional preservation, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional grading service such as NGC or PCGS. Also, keep an eye on recent auction results, as collector demand and prices can change over time. The 1956 United Kingdom half-crown is a fascinating piece of British history and an affordable collectible for many enthusiasts. While a rusty-looking or heavily damaged example is usually not rare and generally commands only a modest value, coins in higher grades can be surprisingly desirable and worth considerably more. The key factors are condition, originality, and overall eye appeal. Before assuming your old half-crown is ordinary, examine it carefully for strong details, minimal damage, and attractive surfaces. You never know when a well-preserved example could become a valuable addition to a collection or perform well at auction. Next up, the fascinating United Kingdom 1962 half-crown in damaged condition. Many people assume that a scratched, bent, stained, or heavily worn coin has no value at all. However, that's not always true. Even coins with visible damage can attract collectors if they are scarce, historically important, or part of a sought-after series. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1962 half-crown, examine its unique features, discuss its rarity, and reveal how much a damaged example could sell for at auction in US dollars. So, if you have an old British half-crown tucked away in a coin collection or inherited from a family member, stay with us because it might still be worth more than you expect. The 1962 United Kingdom half-crown was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. The half-crown had a face value of 2 shillings and 6 pence, equal to 1/8 of a British pound before decimalization. This denomination had been part of British coinage for centuries and was widely used in everyday commerce. By 1962, the coin was struck in cupronickel, replacing the silver composition that had been used decades earlier. Millions of these coins circulated throughout the United Kingdom, making them a familiar part of daily life. The half-crown remained in circulation until it was officially withdrawn following the country's move toward decimal currency in the early 1970s. Today, it serves as a reminder of Britain's pre-decimal monetary system and remains a favorite among collectors. The obverse of the 1962 half-crown features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. Around the portrait is the Latin inscription identifying Elizabeth II as Queen. On the reverse, the coin displays the beautifully detailed royal coat of arms, designed by Edgar Fuller and Cecil Thomas, complete with a crown above the shield and elegant surrounding lettering. The coin measures approximately 32.3 millimeters in diameter, weighs 14.14 grams, and is composed of cupronickel. Although the design is common for this period, collectors appreciate its detailed craftsmanship and its connection to Britain's long coinage tradition. One of the most common questions collectors ask is whether a damaged 1962 half-crown is rare. The answer depends on the coin itself. The regular 1962 issue had a very large mintage, so it is generally considered a common date rather than a rare one. Because of this, heavily damaged examples are usually not scarce. Coins with scratches, corrosion, bends, cleaning damage, graffiti, or missing details tend to have lower collector demand than coins in better condition. However, there are exceptions. If a damaged coin has an unusual minting error, a dramatic striking flaw, or an interesting historical background, collectors may still pay a premium. Some buyers also collect inexpensive examples simply to complete a date set of British half-crowns. While damage significantly reduces value, the coin can still be desirable as an affordable collectible or educational piece. Now let's talk about value. A heavily damaged 1962 United Kingdom half-crown generally sells for around 50 cents to $3, especially if the damage is severe and the coin has little remaining detail. Coins with moderate wear but only light damage often bring between $3 and $8. Better-looking circulated examples with attractive surfaces may sell for approximately $8 to $20. If the coin has an unusual mint error or another feature that makes it stand out from ordinary examples, auction prices can sometimes reach $30 to over $100, depending on the rarity of the error and the interest of collectors. However, these cases are uncommon, and most damaged 1962 half-crowns trade for only a modest premium over their face value equivalent as collectible coins. Auction prices also vary depending on the coin's appearance, eye appeal, originality, and the number of interested bidders. Before selling, it is always a good idea to compare recent completed auction results for coins in similar condition. If you own a 1962 half-crown, never clean or polish it in an attempt to improve its appearance. Cleaning usually reduces collector value by damaging the original surface. Store the coin in a protective holder or archival quality flip to prevent further wear and corrosion. Weigh the coin and check its diameter to confirm authenticity. Carefully inspect both sides for unusual mint errors, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or other production anomalies, as these can increase value. Finally, compare your coin with recently sold examples rather than current asking prices, since completed sales provide a more accurate picture of the market. The United Kingdom 1962 half-crown may not be one of Britain's rarest coins, but it remains an important piece of British numismatic history. In damaged condition, most examples are worth only a few dollars, yet they continue to interest collectors because of their historical significance and classic design. Occasionally, a damaged coin with a genuine mint error or other unusual characteristic can command much higher auction prices. The key is to examine every coin carefully before deciding its value. Next up, the United Kingdom half-crown dated 1966, one of the final half-crown coins ever issued before the denomination was discontinued. Many people discover these coins in old collections, piggy banks, or family inheritances, and often wonder whether a dirty or heavily circulated example could still be worth real money. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1966 half-crown, examine its unique design, discuss how collectors view dirty and damaged examples, and reveal the current auction market value in US dollars. If you enjoy learning about valuable coins from around the world, be sure to watch until the end. The United Kingdom introduced the half-crown denomination centuries ago, and it remained an important part of British currency for generations. The 1966 half-crown was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and was among the very last half-crowns produced for circulation. Britain was preparing for decimalization, which officially arrived in 1971, making the half-crown obsolete. The 1966 issue represents the end of an era in British coinage and is often collected as part of the final pre-decimal coin series. Millions were produced for everyday commerce, so most surviving examples show signs of circulation, scratches, dirt, and wear from decades of use. The obverse of the 1966 half-crown features the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. Around the portrait appears the Queen's name and royal titles in Latin. The reverse displays the beautifully detailed royal coat of arms, designed by Edgar Fuller and Cecil Thomas, with the denomination half-crown and the date 1966 below. The coin is made from copper-nickel, as the United Kingdom had stopped using silver in circulating half-crowns after 1946. It measures approximately 32 millimeters in diameter and weighs about 14.14 grams. Even today, the bold coat of arms remains one of the most admired designs on British coins. 1966 half-crown in dirty condition is generally not considered rare because the Royal Mint produced tens of millions of these coins. Dirt, discoloration, environmental staining, and heavy circulation reduce collector appeal. Most collectors prefer coins with original surfaces and natural toning rather than coins covered in grime or corrosion. However, a dirty coin should never be cleaned aggressively. Cleaning can leave scratches and permanently reduce a coin's value. Some collectors actually prefer untouched coins because they retain their original surfaces. While an ordinary dirty 1966 half-crown is common, exceptional examples with unusual minting errors or outstanding preservation can attract far more interest. Now let's discuss what a dirty 1966 half-crown might sell for today. A heavily circulated, dirty example typically sells for around $1 to $4. Coins with moderate wear but attractive details may bring between $5 and $10. Well-preserved uncirculated examples often sell for $15 to $40, depending on eye appeal and certification. If a coin displays a genuine mint error, such as an off-center strike, double strike, or another unusual production mistake authenticated by experts, auction prices can rise significantly, sometimes reaching $100 to several $100s. Although ordinary dirty examples are inexpensive, high-grade or error coins remain popular among collectors and can perform well at specialized auctions. If you own a 1966 half-crown, resist the temptation to polish or clean it. Even if the coin appears dirty, cleaning can lower its collectible value. Hold the coin only by its edges, and store it in a protective coin holder or capsule to prevent additional wear. Examine the coin carefully for unusual characteristics, including striking errors, rotated dies, or other mint varieties that may increase its value. If you believe your coin is in exceptional condition or has a rare error, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. Monitoring recent auction results can also help you understand current market demand and realistic selling prices. The United Kingdom half-crown of 1966 is a fascinating piece of British numismatic history because it represents one of the final issues of a denomination that served the nation for centuries. While most dirty and circulated examples are common and typically worth only a few dollars, they remain meaningful collectibles with historical significance. Coins preserved in outstanding condition or featuring genuine mint errors can command much higher prices in the auction market. Before selling or cleaning your coin, always inspect it carefully, research recent sales, and seek professional advice if you believe you found something special. Next up, the fascinating United Kingdom half-crown 1957, a classic British coin that continues to attract collectors from around the world. While many collectors dream of finding a brilliant uncirculated example, even a 1957 half-crown in bad condition can have value and historical importance. In this video, we'll explore the coin's history, its distinctive features, how collectors view heavily worn or damaged examples, its current auction and market value in US dollars, and some useful collecting tips. If you're interested in old British coins or think you may have one tucked away in a drawer, stay with us until the end. The 1957 half-crown was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, who had become queen in 1952. The half-crown had a face value of 2 shillings and 6 pence, equal to 1/8 of a British pound before decimalization in 1971. Although it was once a common coin used in everyday commerce, it has since become a popular collectible because it represents an important period in British history. The 1957 issue was struck in copper-nickel, as the United Kingdom had already moved away from silver circulating coins after World War II. Millions of these coins entered circulation, making them familiar to people across Britain during the 1950s. The obverse of the 1957 half-crown features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by sculptor Mary Gillick. Around the portrait is the Latin inscription identifying Elizabeth as Queen by the grace of God and Defender of the Faith. The reverse displays the beautiful royal coat of arms, designed by Edgar Fuller and Cecil Thomas, crowned and surrounded by an elegant decorative design. The denomination, half-crown, and the year, 1957, appear below the shield. The coin measures approximately 32.3 millimeters in diameter and weighs around 14.1 grams. Its large size and detailed artwork make it one of the most attractive British circulating coins of the 20th century. Because the 1957 half-crown had a relatively high mintage, it is not considered a rare date. Many examples survive today, especially in circulated condition. However, bad condition coins still attract beginner collectors, history enthusiasts, and people trying to complete date collections at an affordable cost. Coin described as being in bad condition may have heavy wear, scratches, dents, corrosion, cleaning marks, or environmental damage. These flaws reduce collector value, but they do not erase the coin's historical appeal. Collectors generally pay higher prices for coins with clear dates, readable inscriptions, and undamaged designs. If the coin's details remain visible despite heavy wear, it can still find buyers in online auctions or coin shows. The auction and collector value of a 1957 United Kingdom half-crown in bad condition depends on its appearance and overall preservation. Heavily worn or damaged example typically sells for around $1 to $5 USD. Coins with moderate wear but complete details often bring $5 to $12 USD. Better circulated examples with attractive surfaces may sell for $15 to $30 US, while uncirculated specimens can reach $40 to over $100 US, especially if professionally graded and exceptionally preserved. Although bad condition examples rarely achieve high auction prices, they remain popular with collectors seeking affordable vintage British coins. If you own a 1957 half-crown, avoid polishing or cleaning it, as doing so usually lowers its collector value. Store the coin in a protective holder or archival quality flip to prevent additional wear and corrosion. Always examine the date, edge, and design carefully to confirm authenticity. Compare your coin with certified examples or consult a reputable coin dealer if you believe it has unusual characteristics. Monitoring recent auction results can also help you understand current market demand, as values may vary depending on collector interest and the overall coin market. Finally, remember that condition plays the biggest role in determining value. Even common dates become more desirable when they are well preserved. The United Kingdom half-crown 1957 is a wonderful reminder of Britain's pre-decimal currency system and the early years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. Although it is not a rare coin, it remains an enjoyable collectible with historical significance. In bad condition, its value generally ranges from $1 to $5 US, while nicer examples command higher prices in the collector market. If you enjoyed learning about this classic British coin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest coin value guides, rarity updates, and auction discoveries. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.